I can't believe this is already the end of this month. Where did all the time go? I finished Six of Crows Theology. This theology is about 6 criminals who need to go through this impossible heist. Even though it was a reread, introduction to these characters still felt new and very exciting. The plot and character development were so vivid it felt like the whole heist movie was playing around my head. And that was fun. I can confidently say this is one of the masterpieces written by this author. On Kindle, I read a literary fiction called Natural Beauty. A young woman, the second generation American Chinese, starts working in this beauty salon. The salon looks so ethereally beautiful, but the more you know, the more creepy it becomes. This book raises an important questions about beauty standards, especially those geared toward minorities. How much are we willing to change ourselves to be accepted? How far will we go to be admired for our beauty? While it is a short book, the question it raises are deep. The next literary fiction I read is The 40 Rules of Love. A middle-aged wife in a suburban American town encountered this life-changing novel that changes her life's trajectory completely. The story was dreamy, but not yet that entertaining. Sometimes it felt like I was reading a long sermon instead of a novel. This connection between the plotline about this middle-aged wife and the plotline of this life-changing novel felt a bit wobbly and not that well connected. Still, the plot about this life-changing novel was very poignant and beautiful. I have also read the final 2 books in this whole Grishaverse saga, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. Leigh Bardugo doesn't disappoint with her stories. The king of Ravka needs to find a cure for his curse. He needs to find the cure fast because all the neighboring countries around Ravka are gearing up against this weakened Ravka. The war is coming and the time is ticking. Each character's traumas are depicted in details, and those traumas affect how each character interacts with each other marvelously. Especially the interaction and bickering between Zoya and King Nikolai are so good. And all this pining and yearning makes me giddy. This was also reread like Six of Crows Theology, and yet it was so entertaining. Rereading these series made me see details that I had missed the first time when I had rushed to see what was going to happen. You know, when you want to know how the story ends, so you kind of just scraps away all the details and just focus on the simple plotline. I also read a retelling of Shakespeare Romeo and Juliet, which is One for My Enemy. This book is set in modern New York. Both rival families are witches and they deal with illegal businesses. The start of this book was so enticing, so even when the plot kind of dipped during the middle, I still could pull through. And the ending was not what I expected at all, so that was very nice touch of surprise. If you like the original Romeo and Juliet story and also like magical elements with a touch of tragedy, you'll like it. Then I discovered Long Live Evil, which I bought hardcover as soon as I finished the Kindle version because I just had to reread and have it as a physical copy. The protagonist needs to find this enchanted flower in this magical world to cure her dying body in the real world. The catch is she is a villain of the story, and not just any minor villain, but evil stepsister of the heroine. Oh, and she's about to execute it tomorrow. This book twists tropes and stereotypes that all fantasy lovers know so well, and it does it beautifully. I don't know what kind of magic is actually in this book, but I was just flipping through it, and it's actually quite a long one. This book is going to be at least in the top 5 this year. Finally, I read Carrie Soto is Back. The retired yet legendary tennis player comes out of her retirement to protect her record. Her body is not like her past when she was at the top of the tennis players, and her opponents are way younger now, which means that their bodies are working way better than hers. To defend her record, she will need more than sheer determination. This book felt so easy and fluid to go through the story. The messages about willpower and accepting vulnerability are webbed into the story very easily. This novel didn't wow me, but definitely it was a good match. Now I'm reading The Jinn Waits 100 Years. It's a horror novel and it's a very slow pace, but it's picking up slowly and slowly, and I'm quite intrigued to know what happened in this grand palace-style mansion. That was my September reading wrap-up. I hope you liked this video. If you like this one, click thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any recommendations or reviews from me. See you next time. Bye!